Right guys, so as I said in the previous video, I was going to wash and clean and lube these marksman pellets and these S&K pellets. Now, for the purpose of the video, before we carry on, I'm not going to do both tins on video, okay? Basically the procedure's the same for both tins, there's no difference. So you see one, I'll do exactly the same for the other. And I'm not going to clean all 500 pellets because I want to keep some dirty, and I want some clean. Depending on the results that I get tomorrow will be whether I clean the rest of the pellets or not. Okay. So, what do we need to clean our pellets? So, first thing we need is a bowl, right? We need a sieve, okay? Now, you can do it in your sink if you want to. Personally, I don't want to be putting lead and stuff in my sink, and that's something else that I want to come on to. For the washing of the pellets, okay? Lead is poisonous, right? So I really do not suggest you use your kitchen utensil sieves and bowls, okay? I bought these from Tesco, they were quite cheap. Alright, for the sole purpose of washing pellets with. I don't want to be using my kitchen utensils that I cook with to be washing lead with, okay? And we need some fairy liquid or some form of soap, okay? That is to clean the pellets with. Once we've cleaned the pellets, we need some paper towels, as you can see there, and a hairdryer, okay, because you'll see when I've washed them, I'll put the pellets on the paper towel and then dry with a hairdryer. Then to lube them, we need plastic bags. This aids to lubing the pellet, and some napier pellet oil, okay. So, just one thing guys, because I did say I'm using the hairdryer, didn't I? Yeah, just be careful if you're around water, which you are going to be, with cleaning pellets and electrical equipment, as we all know that electricity and water does not mix, okay? So please be aware of that. Alright. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some pellets. I reckon that'll be enough. I'm not going to do no more than that. Into the tub, right? Okay. And then going to add a little bit of water. Just a little bit. Don't need loads. And a tad bit of fairy liquid. Okay. And then all we're going to do, oh, careful, is just gently swish around the pellets in the water to hopefully clean them. Okay, as you can see, the water is a little murky. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Good tip them now into the sieve. Shake it around the sieve a little bit. I'm then going to put them back into the bowl. Put a little bit more water in. And just repeat the last process. Want to make sure you want to move them all around, but just be aware they are, it is soft lead. If you're too rough with it, you'll damage the pellets. Now, I'm only cleaning a select few of these, so I'm not going to do the tins yet. But if I was going to clean the whole lot, right, which I'll probably end up doing, you'd want to clean the tin as well. Okay. Let's get all that lead clean. See there, water's still a bit murky. Right, put it back into the sieve, shake it about. I'm going to give it a little bit of a rinse in the sieve like that. Hopefully that'll aid in helping me clean the pellets. I don't think there's any set way of actually doing this, to be honest with you. It's whatever you think works best for you. You know, so I'll put that in there again. Make sure that all the, make sure that the water's not too hot when you put your hands in there. Oh, I just did there. Right. Basically, we're just going to keep repeating this process until the water is clear. Right. Let's have a look. They're all looking a bit cleaner now. Okay, like that. Just put a bit more washing up liquid in there. Good clean. You want to make sure that you get all the washing up liquid off the pellets. You don't want to keep the washing up liquid on there. Right. Bear in mind, this is the first time I've ever washed pellets. Okay, so if I am doing something wrong, I don't think I am, but if I am, feel free to tell me. But I can't see it being a particularly hard process to build. You just want to get all the rubbish and crap off the pellets. And as long as you dry them out, get all the soap off them, and put some form of lube on them, they should be fine. Make sure that soap is off them. Right. So I reckon most of the soap is off that. Let's just make sure, double check. Get a good rinse. So what do you reckon, guys? You reckon these are clean now? I do. Right. So let's have a look. So this is how they're looking now. So we're going to put these onto the paper towels, separate them that. Separate them all out. Yeah, let me just show you a clean pellet compared to a dirty pellet. Well, cleaner pellet. Sorry. Here we go. Dirty pellet, clean pellet. Alright, and if you can see the difference in that. Okay. Dirty pellet, clean pellet. Alright. Right, so what I'm going to do now, without knocking everything over, destroying my kitchen, so my girlfriend goes mental at me. Right, I'm just going to turn the hairdryer onto a low heat. I wouldn't recommend doing this at an extremely high heat because you might, well, I don't know, you might accidentally melt the lead or something. I'm not an expert at these type of things, but I imagine if it gets too hot, you'll probably deform the lead. Alright, so I'm going to put it on one setting. Oh, that's something you want to be careful of. Try to do this without blowing the pellets everywhere. That's better. I'll put it up into heat setting 2, I reckon. Just like I said, just be careful if you're near a sink like I am. You don't want to get water on a spray dry, trust me, it's electrical. Alright, dangerous. Just obviously while you're doing this, keep an eye on the pellets. So make sure they're not rolling off anywhere like that one just did there. Alright, so you kind of want to dry it directly down, not at the side. And just keep an eye, just to make sure they don't keep drying anywhere. Now I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me dry these pellets for this, I don't know how long. So I'm just going to stop the video and then we'll come back to it once I'm ready to lube them, okay? Right, so hello guys, that didn't take me too long to dry the pellets with the air dryer, to be honest with you. It took about 5 minutes, not even that. Right, so what I want to do now is just show you the dirty pellet. There, this is the dirty pellet, if you can see. Yeah, I don't know where my little pointer's gone, but yeah. Right, so as you can see, the dirty pellet is in my hand. Alright, I'm now going to put a clean pellet in my hand. Next to it, there. So, dirty pellet, clean pellet, dirty pellet, clean pellet. This is the bottom pellet, by the way. Right, so on looking at it, I can't see that much difference. It does look a little bit cleaner, but it's nothing really to write home about, I don't personally think. But there you go. We'll see if it makes a difference. However, dirty pellet, remember that. What we're going to do now is we're going to use some of this stuff, the Power Pellet Lube, on the pellets. Right, so the best way I feel to do this will be to, once I find my little plastic bags. So basically what I'm going to do is once I've found the plastic bags, this always happens, doesn't it, when you're doing a video on YouTube, you end up losing the bits that you wanted. Right, so where did my little plastic bags go? Right guys, hang on, I'm just going to pause the video, find my plastic bags and then we'll get on with it, okay? Alright. And there we go, I found the plastic bag. Look like the hairdryer had blown it off onto the floor. What a shock. Right, so what I'm going to do is with the Napier pellet oil, you don't need to use too much of it apparently. And for near enough £5 for a little 10ml bottle, you don't really want to be using a lot of it because it won't last very long, will it? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of drops in the bag. Just a couple. There we go, that'll do for that. And I'm just going to put some of the pellets in, not all of them, just some of them. Oh, lost one in the sink. Might as well leave that one now. Okay, so I've got a few in there. Move it around, little droplets. Actually, it does seem to go quite a long way. Just a little bit of it seems to go quite a way. So try and get some more pellets in there. I'm going to put a bit more pellet lube in there as well. A minute. Right, if they drop into the sink, I'm just going to leave them. I'm not going to bother picking them up anymore. Right. trials and tribulations, eh? Let's see if I can do it like this. Right, so let's just move these around. Get all that lube on there. We don't want to lube up too much, do we? So just put a little bit on there. That seems to have lubed up the one there. Let's just put one more drop in there. Just there we go. Another little drop. They say you don't want to use too much of it. Tell you what, it's tedious trying to put these in a plastic bag. Very tedious. Right, so shake this around a bit more. Don't want to put them all in at once because you do want the oil to get around it a bit. Seems to be doing it quite well. Right, let's just see if this works. I'm going to totally screw it up now. Let's just have a look. Yeah, shall we? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. A lot quicker. lot quicker. Right. So I just want to put another couple of drops in there. That's all. So I've put about 5 drops in there altogether. That might be a little bit too much, but just want to shake that all around the bag. Right, so I did say I was going to keep them in the plastic bag, these ones, but I lied. I actually am going to put them in a tin because I've got a spare tin upstairs. So I'm going to put them in there, the clean ones. Right, so as you can see there, I don't know how well you can see that through the plastic bag, right? But the pellets are now, they look pretty much lubed because you can tell the lead's got like a little bit of a dark colour and stuff like that to what it was before. So they're pretty much lubed, right? So I have a tin, okay? What I'm going to do, get a little bit of tissue, bit of kitchen roll, and I'm just going to wipe out the tin. Wipe out the tin just a little bit. Bear with me, I'll be back in a second. Just get a little bit of WD-40. Don't want to put too much on here, just this should clean the tin. A little bit of WD-40, I suppose. Just don't use too much because it diesel the pellets. Alright. I have got to clean the WD-40 off though. But there ain't no point in putting clean pellets in a dirty tin, is there? So let's get rid of all this bloody dirt. I mean, look at that. Look, you see that? It's just come off that tin. That WD-40 off. Make sure that WD-40 is off the tin. I don't want it going on the pellets. But then what I'm going to do is just put a dab of it. That'll do. For that, and then a dab of it on the top. Come on. That'll do. Enough there, and then I'm just going to move it all around the lid. And then I think we could safely say, once I've done that, as you can see, the tin's all nice and clean now as well. Yeah, I think you could say, once that's been done, that these pellets are well and truly cleaned and lubed. And it'd be interesting to see tomorrow how these do compared to the dirty pellets. Because I've still got these ones in here that have not been cleaned. Okay, if you do want me to do the video without the pellet lube on it, then let me know, and I'll just clean some and not use the pellet lube and see if that makes any difference as well. Alright, so I'm going to just put these into the tin. Hopefully they all fit. Come on. Yeah, just about. Just about. And there you go. They are all nice and lubed and cleaned, ready to go for tomorrow's testing. Okay, I'm now going to do exactly the same with the S&K Spitfires. I don't think you really need to see me do that, and I think you get quite bored actually watching me do that as well, to be quite honest with you. So, thank you for watching, guys. If you do have any suggestions, let me know, and I will try and do them for you. Okay, so goodbye, guys.